So, I am back today with our last episode, quote unquote episode, of learning web GPU. We're going to be doing high dynamic range rendering today. It is the biggest chapter, so it's going to take a while to get through all of this. But we're gonna try our best. Let me turn on some music. Like this. Let's open my chat. Go to here, I think. No, here. And Stream Manager. Yep, okay. Let's open Visual Studio Code. Okay. High dynamic range rendering. What is high dynamic range rendering? In layman's terms, a high dynamic range texture is a texture with more bits per pixel. In addition to this, HDR textures are stored as floating point values instead of integer values. This means that the texture can have brightness values greater than 1.0, meaning it can have a dynamic range of brighter objects. That is very cool. More colors is always better. Okay, not always, but it's a good thing to have sometimes. Switching to high definition rendering. As of writing, WebG doesn't allow us to use floating point formats such as texture format RGB16 float as a surface texture format. Not all monitors support that anyway. So we'll have to render our scene in an HDR format. Then convert the values to supported formats such as texture format BGRA 8 UNorm sRGB. I wonder what BGRA is. It's just, why is it the opposite of RGBA? Okay. Using a technique called tone mapping. There are some talks about implementing HDR surfaces texture support in WebGPU. Here's a GitHub issue if you want to contribute to that effort. Before we do that though, we need to switch to using an HDR texture for rendering. To start, we'll create a file called hdr.rs and put some code in it. Okay. Let's make it like this. Close all the stuff that I don't need. I don't need main. I don't need mod, camera, and probably these two. Okay, let's close this. Let's create a new file. hdr.rs. We're gonna have to quickly actually mod it. I should not have closed that. Public mod HDR. Use WebGPU operations. Use super create state create render pipeline and also texture. What? I need unresolved import. I was gonna do use state and use texture. Yeah. So our public, let me move the microphone a bit so it's not in my face. Yeah, maybe this will be better. So our public struct HDR pipeline web GPU render pipeline bind group web GPU bind group texture is going to be our texture. Width U32, height also U32, format web GPU texture format, layout web GPU binary group layout like this. So anything? No, nothing new here. Owns the render texture and controls tone mapping. Okay. Implement HDR pipeline, public function new. We're gonna take a device, so reference our device. It's gonna take a config, which is a surface configuration. Okay, let width equal. Oh, also don't forget to make it a return of self. Let the width equal config dot width, and do the same for height. Height equals config dot height. Let format be equal to our texture format. RGBA. Wait, I didn't say that it doesn't that it doesn't have RGBA 16 float. We could use RGBA 32 float, but that requires some extra features to be enabled for rendering. As the surface texture format. Well, what are we using it here for then? Also, what's the problem here? Okay, that's okay. Then we create our texture. Create 2D texture. I guess it's a function we're gonna create later on. Takes in device, width, height, format, texture usages, texture binding, and probably render attachment. Web GPU, filter mode, nearest, and the name, some HDR texture. I guess it's gonna be something that we're gonna make later on, not right now. Yep, this function does not exist. Right, we are gonna make it later on. Create, nope. Where do we create the function? I'm so confused. Copy this, find, create 2D texture. Yeah, where is it created though? What? We've never made that function. Yeah, these are the only ones. Okay, I guess let me quickly go to the source code. Source. Where is this? texture res. Great, depth texture, I have that from bytes from image. So it just creates a texture without telling us at all. Sick. Love it. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to copy this. Where did I even make it? I don't remember that at all. Oops, there is something bad here. Oh wait, no, it's here. Okay, this field is gonna be added later on, I guess. Okay, let me just copy the entire texture thing for now. Because this is not giving me a lot of stuff. Okay, let's go back to here. So now we do have this function. Let's go back here. Let's see what's next. So the render pipeline layout, I mean binding group layout. Let layout be equal to device dot create binding group layout description web GPU description web GPU binding group layout descriptor. Yep, label is gonna be some HDR. Why is it all of a sudden using this naming scheme? Okay. Entries is gonna be a list of bind group layout entry binding 0 visibility fragment. Our binding type is gonna be texture. And why does it make it like this? No one is gonna write code like this. Just separate by lines by default, please. Okay. Our sampler type is gonna be texture sample type float. Filterable, false probably. Oh, true. Wow, I was wrong. View dimensions, GPU, view dimensions, texture view dimensions, D2. And it's not gonna be multi-sampled. Count, none. Another one? Oh yeah, one for the sampler and another one for the actual texture. So it's going to be the second binding. Its visibility is only going to be the fragment shader. Terraria has some amazing music. The type. Why did they shorten TY? I mean type to TY. You'd think that it would stand for like two words, one starting with T, another one with a Y. But no, it just means type. It's just so weird. I do not like that name. They should release a whole update with one change tie to type. It's gonna be the best update ever. Okay, let's binding. Oh, bind group, not binding group. Device.create bind group. Web GPU. Man, I think, wait. Is there a way to, first I need to restart something, restart extensions. Okay. Okay, I'm using it now, cool. Let's see, did anything change? Maybe I need to restart. I already forgot what I was saying. Oh my god, it's a big crunchy bale sack. Forgot to change title and game get. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Oh no, thank you very much for noticing that. No, the problem is that learning web GPU HDR Intelligent went Rust mode. The problem is, I don't know why, in OBS I changed like the title, the description, the category, but it still doesn't change it for some unknown to me reason. I don't know why. Okay, now I need to add programming tag. Then Rust language. Rust lang and what else? Web GPU. Yep. And done. Okay, thank you very much. I did not notice that. Yeah, it happened to me yesterday. If you didn't notice, I started the stream with like software and game development. I mean, you probably didn't notice. But still, I started with like software and game development, even though I changed everything. And like, I don't know why that is happening. Maybe I didn't click on the done function. Okay, let's see. Nothing changed visually, that's fine. Still on air. Okay, what I wanted to do is quickly check how to rebind keys. Keys, Windows 10. Select the start button on Microsoft mouse. Oh, didn't I? What's this? This is -1 up. Well, that is not good. What is this? This is not what I what. Okay. How to remap with power tools, how to remove the new key mapping. How to reassign hotkeys for my keyboard. Select Microsoft Mouse and Keyboard Center. Microsoft Mouse and Keyboard Center. Let's see. If you have a supported device, please plug the USB connector into a different USB port. On your computer, if the issue still okay. I guess I'm not using a keyboard. Okay, let's see. Remap any keys. No, that's a video. I do not want to be watching a video. Sharp keys. I think I've heard of this. Let's just see quickly. Okay, it's on Git. That's trustworthy enough for me. Install. Click the release button, the head above the MSI. Oh, I can use the store. Hopefully it doesn't have some personal info, so I'm just gonna move it to the right for now. I mean, I don't really have any info that I wouldn't want to share, but still, just in case. Okay, how do I search? Okay, here. Sharp keys. Yep, this and install. installing. Oops, yes, allow. Okay, it has been installed. Now let's open it. Sharp keys. Yes, allow. This application will add one key to your registry that allows you to change how certain keys work here. You must be running Windows 2000 through Windows 11 for this to be supported, and you'll be using sharp keys. You must be running Windows 2000 through Windows 11 for this to be supported. What? I'm just not gonna question it. Map this key, so add. Can I like type in a key? No. Type key. Okay, and type key. Okay. Save keys. I don't know, just save it here for now. You may have changes, so do you want to? Yes. Nope, not working. Wait, let's try again. Why would you remap caps lock to 7? I most likely miss the reason. In Rust, you use a lot of this symbol. And it's really not very easy to type because it's like shift and 7 is pretty far away. And no one in their life uses the caps key. I mean, I don't know any person that actually uses that key. So, yeah. Edit. Why is it not working though? Save keys. I already saved them. Let's see, install. How do I use it? Launch sharp keys by selecting its icon from the start menu. If there are any errors reported, add a new key mapping or edit an existing one. Click write to registry and wait for confirmation. Close sharp keys. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Nope. They should have. Oh, yeah. The ampersand. They should have made it like shift and 3 or something. I mean, this is a nice shift 3. I would prefer it to be like I don't know. It just I don't like the fact. Like, why can I not change it? It would be fine if I could change it. This. Write to registry. Keys have been successfully stored to the registry. Please log out or reboot for these changes to take effect. Oh, I need to restart my computer. I don't want to do that right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing that right now, sadly. Well, I guess I'm gonna still have to suffer with having to dance on my keyboard. Okay, so the bind group. Log out of your Windows account and log back in. No restart. No, I don't want to do that right now. I don't know what it needs to have. Maybe there's some info I need to type in and I don't really want to do any of that on stream. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so where's the %? Also, I left a lot of code here. Web GPU, bind group descriptor, our label, move this up, layout, entries, web GPU, bind group entry is going to be the first binding, binding 0, resource is going to be a texture view. Oops, wrong one. Texture.view, and the other one is going to be the sampler, I think. Yep. Bind group entry. I've done this so many times now in this project, I guess. Which is a good thing, because now I can know what I... Okay, blood, okay. Right now I am following a tutorial, I guess, on learning WebGPU. It's a graphics API, and this is gonna be my last stream on it, because after that, I mean, I'm not gonna be working on it anymore. As you can see, this is the last one, high dynamic range rendering. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to finally finish this, because after that I plan on using the knowledge that I gathered here to actually start developing my own small game framework, and then make a game with it, hopefully. Unless I like give up halfway through, like usually. Let's go to shaders, new file. Okay. Okay. Let pipeline layout. Tomorrow I'm gonna be creating a wrapper around Winits. Wait, pipeline layout descriptor. Around Winits windowing system. So basically add a windowing. I mean, there is windowing right now, I just want to make it user friendly, I guess is the correct way of saying it. Let's see, and then we make our pipeline. Oh, what? Why does it still show? Come on, what? Okay. Why is my bitrate red? Is the text, while you're still here, big crunchy Bailsa, can you say if the text on screen is readable for you or not? I just always wonder like if you can actually read it, or is it just a blurry mess? What? Oh, it should be state create. Is it not public or something? Create. Where's create render pipeline? What? Yeah, this function. Oh, it's in the WebGPU. Hey, which function is this? Create render pipeline. It uses it from. Does it use it from? Yeah, it does use it from WebGPU. I mean not from web. Is it like create state render pipeline? Let's see, device, layout, color format, option, vertex layout. Okay, yeah, it seems to be this function. I just have it named differently. So state. Okay, and it's still not public. We're so Barack. Barack Obama? What is this Barack supposed to mean? What is that word? What does it even mean? Okay, let's Google images. It just shows Barack Obama if I Google images. Oh, it's a dog. I think it's a dog. Seems like a dog. Amazing singing, voice of an angel. It's like we're so back. What is that? It's like we're so back, but oh, why did you? I just googled Barack and it's a dog. Let's Google it again. Maybe something has changed now. Oh, now it's Barack Obama. Sick. So it's either a dog or it's Barack Obama. It's not an actual word, it's just a play on. Speaking of. Yes. Waiting. Did you know his full name is. Really? Barack Obama. Obama. Full name. Barack Hussein Obama II. Okay. Well, now I know. I'm probably gonna forget it tomorrow. Okay, resizing. Wow, this is very different. This has to recreate the entire texture. Oh yeah, makes sense, I guess. Did you? Okay, nothing new. Okay, for some reason I thought you said something new. Texture, texture, texture. We're gonna be creating a 2D texture. It's gonna be device. Yep. Why does it skip over one? We're gonna have this width. It's gonna have this height. It's gonna have web GPU texture format, RGBA 16 float. It's gonna have the same. Okay, it's basically recreating the same texture. So I'll just copy this. We did the same over here. Wait, where is it? Yeah, here. Actually, no, it's a bit different, I think. Oh no, it's not. We just specified the format there. Okay, let's see. And then we do self.width is gonna be equal to new width, and and self.height is gonna be equal to height. Amazing. So 2 functions to get values. Public function view is a reference of self to return texture here. Oh, already 36 minutes streaming. Time flies by when you stream. I don't know what's so cool. You know, okay, I'm gonna go on a little bit of rant here. I started streaming mostly because like I want to go to college. I want to go to college a lot. And the problem is not money, it's the fact that I also don't really want to go to college. I don't know why, but I just feel like I can manage doing stuff on my own. So I decided like, okay, maybe I can start streaming, see if people like my content. Well, right now I can't really tell. The problem is basically being that I'm not making any original content. For now I'm just learning something. But from what I've seen yesterday, the stream I had, the Geometry Dash one, the gaming stream, where I actually showed my character like with a camera and stuff, a lot of people were there. People liked it, and to be honest, I really like streaming. I don't know, it's just, yeah. It's fun. Hopefully I can get with this to somewhere to the point where I can probably support myself. I mean, I don't want to be supporting myself of streams. I want to be supporting myself of the stuff like that I make, like games and such. But like having a stream just to share your progress and stuff that you're doing, get more people speaking about you, you know, and stuff like that. But it turns out I also just enjoy streaming in general. I have been doing it. I mean, I haven't been doing it for a while. Only like what? Only 8 days or 9 days. I always wanted to stream, but the problem was like until this March, I did not have a good computer. Like I tried streaming. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can probably see like the 30-minute streams I tried to do, like without microphone or anything. Actually, no, I think I tried to use a microphone one of them, but it was just so useless because my PC just, it felt like it was about to explode, and I didn't want my PC to explode. But now that I got a new PC, I finally made myself start streaming, and I find that very important that I finally managed to do. As a person who pushes off everything to the end, yeah, I will do that tomorrow. I'll do that in a week or so. I'm pretty happy with myself that I actually made myself sit down and click the start stream button. At least now I know that I like it. Otherwise I would have never known. Wait, we're gonna be creating a render pass here? This renders the internal HDR texture to the texture view, supplied as a parameter. Oh, this is gonna be useful right now, because in the future I want to do post-processing, and it's gonna require a similar thing where we have to load everything into a texture, then do some shader operations on that texture, and then, yeah. And then draw the texture so it looks cool. It allows to do stuff like inverting all the colors instead of adding color inversion, I guess, I don't know how to pronounce it, on every object in the scene, like on every shader. You just do it for one shader and that's it. And that's pretty neat. Okay, depth stencil attachment, none. Okay. There should be an error, yep, because there is another parameter. Okay, I haven't seen these parameters before. Can I just do dot default? Oops. Default. Oh my god. Default. Too many dots. Yep, I can. That's good. So we're gonna set our pipeline, basically the shader, self.pipeline, and we're gonna set our bind group, which is the stuff that we want to pass into the shader, to self bind group. In this case, the bind group right now contains only our texture and sampler. So by doing this, we're gonna be passing into our pipeline or shader the texture and the texture sampler. And then we're gonna draw 0, 3 and 0, 1. I guess this is a triangle. It's not draw indexed. Why did it do 0, 3? Why does it only do 0, 3? Okay. Let's see, where are we creating our pipeline? We'll let pipeline layout be, let pipeline create state render pipeline. After our vertex thing, we add web GPU, primitive topology, triangle list. After that, let's go to our create render pipeline. Okay, no, first let's save this. It's gonna give us some stinky errors, but we're just gonna change this to also accept primitive topology. And down here in primitive state, topology, it's gonna be topology. Oh wait, can I just do this? Okay, I misspelled topology. Amazing. Now there are going to be some errors here, obviously, where we're creating the render pipelines. We're gonna pass in the triangle list here. I think it doesn't say it, but it's the most logical. Let's see, triangle list, and the same goes for here. Oof, this is not good. Okay. See, anyone messaged me? I'm currently playing else, so I can't try, huh? Okay. So let's continue. Tone mapping. The process of tone mapping is taking an HDR image and converting it to a standard dynamic range, SDR, which is usually sRGB. The exact tone mapping curve you use is ultimately up to you, your artist's needs. But for this tutorial, we'll use a popular one known as Academy Color Encoding System, or ACCESS. Used throughout the game industry as well as the film industry. With that, let's jump into the shader. Create a file called process of tone mapping. Okay. HDR WGSO, and add the following code. Access tone map. We create the two matrices. This is the color. We multiply. Okay, from what I'm getting, all of these are just pre-calculated values. So, yeah, I am not going to be writing all of them down. I'm going to make a stupid mistake in one of them. And then I'm gonna spend hours trying to find what to fix. Okay, vertex output is gonna be at location 0. We're gonna return the UV coordinates of our texture and a build in position, which is gonna be our clip position. Vec for F32. Okay. So I guess our shaders are pretty simple. Doesn't seem like anything fancy is going on here. So it's just the vertex shader, VS main, built-in, vertex index, VI U32. Oops. First output, vertex output. So create a variable out of type variable out of type vertex output. Our out.uv is going to be equal to vec to f32 of bit shift operations. I love that. Isn't just UV is going to be equal the index shifted by 1 to the left. So if it's 1, so it's the index is 1, it gets shifted, becomes 2, and 2, so it's going to be 1 here. Oh, and this says 1 and symbol. But this is going to be... Okay, I get what it does, and it's pretty smart. Like, how do people just like, oh yes, I'm way too lazy to write all of that stuff myself. Let me just make some bit shift operators, which will do all of that stuff for me. Just that it's insane how smart some people are. Okay, now count the images and the sampler. It's a texture 2D. This is gonna sound so weird on the VOD because the VOD doesn't actually have the sound. I turned it off due to copyright reasons. From what I heard, like, the rules are way less strict during the actual stream compared to the VODs. So I just turned off the YouTube thing. And I'm just, you know, a little bit... Wait, is the... yeah. And it's just gonna sound so weird for them. I mean, no one watches anyway that, but in the future, because I know that I'm gonna be like singing for sure. It's gonna sound weird, like I'm just humming to a melody, but the melody is like non-existent. Time to add even more parameters to our state. One of them being HDR. So let's see, HDR pipeline. And our new function, we're just gonna, after all of this, we can create, let HDR be equal to HDR pipeline, new device config, done, and just in the end here, just pass to them. Then when we resize the window, we need to go resize. Okay, let's first of all close all of this. Okay, resize. If, yeah, I should actually do this, because yesterday in the end of the stream, the programming one, not the gaming one, I was just like messing around with the project, and I accidentally scaled it down way too low and it crashed. Yeah, and this is the fix for it. Basically, don't make it less than 0, guys. I mean, not less than 0 equal to 0. That would be very bad. Next, in render, okay, let's close this. Actually, no, let's not close this. Let's close input and update. We need to switch the render path to use our HDR texture instead of the surface texture. So it's gonna begin pass. Our view is not gonna be this view, but it's gonna be self.hdr.view. Everything else is the same. So now it renders all of that to that view. Finally, after we draw all the objects in the plane, we can run our tone mapper with the surface texture as the output. Where is that? Finally, after we draw all the objects, self.hdr.process, the encoder and our view. Oh yeah, it's gonna copy it to the view, right? Wait, what does it do again? Let's check, I already forgot. Okay, so it sets the pipeline, it sets the bind group, yep, and it draws it. Render pass descriptor. Oh, so it creates a new render pass with this view, and it renders to it. Oh! Wait a second. Does that mean that... Okay, let's quickly run all of this. Oh no, error. I cannot quickly run all of this. Panicked at thread main. Validation error caused by begin render pass and HDR process. Command encoder is locked by a previously created render/compute pass. Oh, okay, I know how to fix this. Let's take all of this and put it here. No. Render pipeline targets. kind of expected that. I thought like it should not be RGB A16 float, because like it literally says above here that it's not supported. Okay. So let's see. Incompatible color attachment and indices 0. The render path uses textures with formats RGB 16 float, but the render pipeline with the render pipeline label. Wait, if I go to HDR, this creates a render pipeline with what label? HDR pipeline, right? Nope. HDR pipeline. So let's go to where we're creating that under pipeline. Let's quickly see object model. Okay, the render pipeline, and it's not going to be config.format. Actually, no, let's go to config. Create set surface config. Okay, let's close this. Go back to our render pipeline. Some render pipeline. Oh my god. Okay. VS main, FS main. Our where's the format? Specifications. Primitive. What? Doesn't it take in a format? Yeah, color format. Where does it use the color format? What, am I blind? Oh, here, okay. So let's go to where we call this function in the first one instance probably. Yep, let's go here. Come on, what? Yep. And let's change from config.format to GPU, texture format, float, RGB A16 float. Is this the format? Yep. Oh, I didn't save. Render pipeline uses attachments. Okay, let's change this back. Switching to HDR. Oh, then convert the values. So we'll have to render our scene in an HDR format and convert the values to a support format such as texture format, HDR. Okay, let's copy. Actually, no. Texture format RGB A16 float. Yep. Let's copy the shader. It's probably, this is, I mean, by probably, I mean this is not the error, otherwise it would have been a parsing error. I mean, technically it is a parsing error because the stuff is not compatible. So yeah, in HDR, we do resize. Okay, let's go to the process function. I am not understanding. It's a pretty easy switch. Here's the image. What do you mean it's a pretty easy switch? It's drawing the objects. Let's go to texture. Let's change both of these to RGB 8, RGBA 16 float, and this as well. Oh my god, what the hell did it change? Okay, let's open the code again. Source. Not gonna lie, this tutorial is ass. I'm sorry. But a lot of the stuff here is just like, you just say nothing about it, and it's usually like the most annoying stuff to figure out. No, this is still the same. Where else could it cause an error? Let's go to our HDR real quick. Yep, RGB 16 float. Uses the output. Let's go to state, or just libres. C. RGBA. RGB. Let's go back here. And let's see, where are we creating surface capabilities? We're calling this function. So get capabilities. Let's do surface where we create the format. It's gonna be surface capabilities dot formats iter find sRGB. Yeah, I'm doing already that. Yeah, I'm already doing that. Do I need to add this? Why does it say that it's new? Also, why is everything offset in a weird way? What? It's just me? I just... Do I need to like maybe go full screen? Yeah, it seems fine like when I do it like this. I saw the search. But when it's... That's weird. Okay, let's see. So I changed that. Nope. I'm actually gonna change this back just in case this actually causes some other error. Man, this is so stupid. Let's see, did I do everything correctly? Let's copy all of this. I mean, I shouldn't need to because like I did correctly right at all, I think. I'm not using the format function anywhere. Let's see, maybe it uses it somewhere. Self dot HDR. So this is am I resizing the projection here? Yep. Okay. So here, view and process. Which it does after everything is rendered, so at least I put that correctly. Oh, it has this here. Wow, that's so BS. Okay, let's see, where's our render? Why doesn't it say it? So it just randomly deletes it and then puts it back there? Maybe I missed it. Wait, what? I did it. Copy this. So it sets. Oh no, that's for something else, absolutely. Okay, let's go to draw model instanced. Go down here, draw model instanced. Oh, it just goes draw mesh instanced. Let's go to the model now. See if something has changed there. Draw model. Nope, everything is still the same. Actually, wait, no, it's not the same. Draw mesh instanced. 3.5. Oh, this is some environment stuff. What is... This is like, what? I'm just not getting it. What is the problem here? Let's do some print statements to figure out the possible issues. So here, after this, and after this, and after this. So 1, 2, 3, it breaks in process. Let's take this slowly. So let's delete all of these. Let's go to process. So does 1, 2, 3 what pretty correctly. 6, so it fails on draw, which tells me literally nothing. Ugh. Okay, let's read the error again for the 5,000 billion quadrillion. Why did it still print out stuff? Oh, I didn't. Oh, wait, it might actually say something. Let me undo all of this. So it prints out nothing, so it fails on this. And I guess it fails at doing this. Let's go to WebGPU GitHub. Maybe they have something useful in examples. Source. HDR. Okay, Skybox. Let's see this. Does it even have the words HDR? Nope. It just doesn't work. Oh my god. In process. was updated recently. Okay. We do that though. Let's see. So this. Let's go to this. So output. Create view. Right, let's go to config. Where are we creating config? Here, go back to this function. And then here, add this. Nope. These are the shaders. Oh my god. Public function texture. What is this? This is cube maps. This is the depth format, so I'm not gonna go into that. Okay, let's see. It does not like that label use attachments. B. Okay, let's just see where the hell these attachments are being used. Nope. Texture, no. Main, no. Resources, no. No. Nowhere, basically. It said something about BR. Let's go a little bit up. Also, writing WebG doesn't allow us to use floating point formats such as the surface texture format. Not all monitors support that anyway, so we will have to render our scene in HDR format. Then convert the values to a supported format such as let's open this again. I just got an idea, maybe, probably. So if we go to source, rectangular. No. Where was it? Something gave me an idea. Where's the freaking idea? Okay, where are we creating the surface pipeline? Config. Then where are we using that config? To get the width and height. Then we also use it that format, and then nowhere else. What if we change this to probably is still not gonna work. Then what did I want to see? How did I just fix that? Wait, why did it get fixed? What? Wait, does it even work? Let's go to this shader and just does this work like post-processing? I'm wondering. Is that how it's supposed to look like? It still passes a 16 float here. Okay, let's go here. Just do web GPU, texture, view descriptor, default. Let's go to where we create our output. Oh wait, no, surface. No, wait. Let's just go down here and remove this. Let me copy the colors real quick so I can clearly check if everything is fine. Seems to be almost the same. I'm not sure if everything is fine though. Okay, let's just continue. Okay, now cube textures. Curate texture. What if I just use the format here? Why does it give another texture if I use another error if I use the fog this here? It's the exact same thing, isn't it? Let's copy and paste it. I don't know why. This is not gonna help at all. Maybe Visual Studio is just going insane. Let's see. Where's... Oh, okay. Why do we need to return the size if we never use it? Where's this right texture function even? Maybe it's in texture? Oh yeah, it is. Texture dot size with C. Nope. Not that. Okay, let's see. If it's not that... Create depth texture from image. Okay, let's see. Where is this from image used? Here. Where is from bytes used? And resources when it creates the texture. So shouldn't it be 8 though? Bytes per row is less than the number of bytes in a complete row. I don't know, this is probably also gonna return like some stupid error. That's it, because if we're using F16, it should be 2 bytes per like pixel. But we aren't, because we're using some other 8. That is 1 byte. Okay, yeah. Let's see what texture formats there are. The float ones, please. Float, float, float. RGB 16 float. I really don't know what could be the issue here. Why? Why? Just... Why doesn't it work? I'm so pissed right now. copy all of this again, literally for no reason, because I have the exact same code. And it's still gonna return an error. Even though everything is fine. Some RGB A16 float, but there's a render pipeline with the render pipeline label, uses attachments with formats. Some BGRA, it doesn't use them though. Where does it use them? It's not specified anywhere. Oh my god. This is killing me. This is so stupid. Freaking dumb ass tutorial. Doesn't say anything, just like, oh yeah, here you go, some code, do that. Oh, and you might have forgotten to like save 50% of the stuff, but nah. Yeah, I just don't know what the problem is, and it's actually not HDR, so unless it fixes this issue. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna end the stream because, like, I guess I'm not gonna be finishing HDR, sadly. Unless they, like, decide to update the tutorial magically. But for tomorrow, the plan is gonna be starting developing the framework. So, I wish I could see all of you there tomorrow. Because I'm finally gonna be doing something on my own. I mean, I'm still gonna be taking code from this, some of it. But, yeah. Oh, anyways, thanks everyone for coming, and goodbye.